develop their strengths in whatever field they want. Nothing to force, but whatever they want, whatever they decide to do, they should be helped so that they can flourish and take their position in the society, in the leadership of various aspects of the social development. And therefore, I appreciate that the Millennium University is focusing more on quality than on the number. And I'm sure if this is the purpose, if this is the goal, and then there is work behind it, this university will become a well-known university serving very high causes. One other thing I'd like to mention, see, in Bangladesh, for one reason or another, higher education has become sort of a business. Very high fees are charged, and low quality of education in many places. And you will see that in very few years, a lot of money is saved in high-rise buildings, as Dr. Khan was mentioning, built. Buildings probably are necessary, but not by squeezing students and getting a very high set of fees and then saving a lot of money and then construct huge buildings. There are people, I think, they can pay up, but there are many others who cannot. For example, the driver who works for me, his son tried to get into the Dhaka University. Unfortunately, he could not. He tried many other public institutions, but unfortunately, he could not qualify. So he had to go to a private university. And now every time, every semester, when the fee has to be paid, he goes home, either sells some land or borrows some money. And that's the way he has been now conducting for the last 3 or 4 years. And perhaps I think it is last semester that his son is. But see, this is an imposition on people who cannot pay. And public universities do not have enough spaces to accommodate everybody. Also, public universities take the best of the students, as we know, and then the remaining students go to private universities by and large. So therefore, there is a lot to think about the public universities and also about the private universities. There are institutions to do that, but somehow we as a nation are not able to do what we have to do in relation to education. Although we have a very good education policy. It was formulated in 2010. And it was accepted broadly by all political parties, in fact. The basics are there. The responses that need to be made to the problems that we have in the education sector are there. The implementation is going on, but I should think that there is need for changing the education administration. I think that's the bottleneck here. We'd like to see the education policy implemented faster and more adequately. But the problem lies with the education administration at the lower levels in particular. And the decentralization of education that we have been expecting has not been taking place. And that's not this government alone. It has been happening over the years and over the last few decades. Therefore, I think for politicians of whatever party one may be, one commitment they should make is to education, as Dr. Moin Khan is doing here in his own, and Rukhsana Khandoka, in his own efforts, through his own efforts. But I think as a politician, he has also to commit himself, and other politicians should do that, that this is a field where there should be no politics. Education has to be promoted, and We have to include everybody. No one should be left out. Everybody should be included. That's one of the mottos that in the education policy we have. Now, when we think about this, there is a problem in our constitution also. Our constitution says up to a level determined by law, the government is responsible for education of the children. So that's our constitution. It's not the right of the students to demand education. This is something I have been campaigning for, that it should be included in the constitution or Education Act at the first instance. And now an act has been drafted in which this clause is there, that up to class 8, which is now the primary education, it will be the responsibility of the government on one side, but it will be the right of the students to demand education up to class 8. So these are some of the things I think should cut across political parties and others, and we should be able to promote education. I have been trying on in my personal capacity, whatever little I can do, in whichever organizations I have some influence in. And for example, one example I'd give, which is something like Millennium University, is a small one, Dhaka School of Economics, which I have been instrumental along with some other friends to establish, which is a part of Dhaka University. It's a constituent institution of Dhaka University, and it's a postgraduate institution where we teach postgraduate diploma and masters in environmental economics and also masters in development economics. And we soon start PhD and MPhil degrees. So this is a postgraduate where we want to concentrate. We believe that more and more economists are necessary. More and more environmental economists are necessary in Bangladesh, and perhaps they can go also abroad if they wish to. But in Bangladesh, I think, and our group thinks, that we need a lot more trained economists, hands-on, not just degrees, but quality. So quality is the thing that Dr. Moin Khan has been mentioning. So I'm all appreciative that this university is growing slowly but steadily, growing slowly but with quality, growing slowly but with a mission that is to create people who will fit anywhere in the world, not only in Bangladesh, and make contributions to the global development, to national development, own development, families development, everywhere. And also, I believe that this is the way we should go. Unless we have a quality brigade of people everywhere, which starts from primary, actually. When students come to the university, it's only that much that you can do. So in order for all the students, or it is most of the students, to have the necessary quality when they come to the university, lower level education at the lower levels is extremely important. So it has to be started from the primary level. And this is something I think we should need to give more attention to. I don't want to make any more remarks except to say that I am really thankful to the organizers for giving me the opportunity to learn that quality matters, and there is an institution which focuses on quality than on number. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable speech. And now I would like to invite anniversary address by guest of honor, His Excellency Mr. Alec. And now I would like to invite anniversary address by guest of honor, His Excellency Mr. Alexander Nikolev, Ambassador for Russia in Bangladesh. Please, sir.
Onek Donavat. If you like, if it's more simple for you, you may pronounce my name as Iskanderba. Kazi Abdulazman Ahmad. Distinguished audience, Assalamu alaikum to all. Let me extend my deep and most warm congratulations on the 10th anniversary of the Millennium University. Simultaneously allow me to use this opportunity to facilitate all the women of the university, students and professors as well, on the occasion of the recent International Women's Days, 8th of March. My felicitations to all of you ladies. By the way, is festival 8th of March, which was the first time celebrated in my country almost 80 years ago. The Russian Federation very attentively follows all the public and political process in the People's Republic of Bangladesh, including democratical process and educational one. We're confident that these two processes are indissoluble with each other. Cooperation between our two countries in the field of education, higher education and university education was started immediately after the War for Liberation of 1972. I'm really proud to tell now in this audience that after the recent years of our cooperation in the field of education, more than 5,000 Bangladeshi alumni now occupy prominent positions in the government of this country, in private sector, in business, and in civil society as well. Till now, government of the Russian Federation provides annually more than 60 scholarships, governmental scholarships, for the students of Bangladesh. I must tell you that taking into account those who are studying in Russian universities on their own expense, the total number of the Bangladeshi students studying in the Russian universities are almost 100% each year. Being invited to distinguished Millennium University, I instantly put my eye on two faculties which seem to me the most interesting in regards of my own interests. Faculty of Computer Science and Technology and Faculty of Law. I would like to draw your attention that starting this year, the Russian government provides 14 extra governmental scholarships for those candidates who are going to devote their professions and their career to the development of nuclear power sector of Bangladesh. I must tell you, and it's another matter of my pride, that the most of alumni, Bangladesh alumni of previous years are studying, are working and continue their career, not abroad, but here in Bangladesh for the sake of the national development and development of the national economy of this country. So, just to be brief, let me conclude my short introduction with the following words. Joy Bangla, Joy Millennium University, Joy Russian-Bangladeshi collaboration in the field of education. অনেক ধন্যবাদ।
And now, UNRWA anniversary souvenir by our guest. May I request our honorable guest to unwrap the souvenir. Start certificate ceremony. Please come on stage, Mohammad Tariqul Islam Khan, BBA 15 batch. And now welcome Jasmine Hossain Happy, BBA 15 batch. And now,
Mike.
And now start the crest, give the crest. At first, now anniversary address by guest of honor, His Excellency Mr. Alexander Nikolev, Ambassador for Russia in Bangladesh. Please sir, receive the crest.
Hello.
And Dr. Kazi Kholiquzzaman Ahmed, Chairman Dhaka School of Economic and PKSF. And now, guest of honor, Mr. John Danny Lovis.
ভাই আপনি ওই সাইডের থেকে নেন না।
The crest received our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Abu Ayub Mahmoud Bakir.
ভাই আপনি চলে যান সামনেতে।
And now, crest received the Professor Abdul Moin Khan, former Minister, Government of Bangladesh. Our Honorable Guardian, Advocate Roxana Khondokar, Chairperson, Board of the Trustee, the Millennium University, and Executive Director, Khan Foundation. And now, receive award for outstanding result and cultural activities. And now, Advocate Roxana Khondokar, Chairperson, Board of Trustee, the Millennium University, Executive Director, Khan Foundation. I would like to invite Advocate Roxana Khondokar for her valuable speech.
His Excellency Mr. Alexander Nikolov, Ambassador for Russia in Bangladesh, His Excellency Mr. John Donlevy, Charge d'Affaires, United States of America, respected Dr. Kazi Kholiquzzaman, respected and distinguished guests. On behalf of the university, on behalf of the Millennium University, I would like to give our heartiest thanks to our guests today. Today is a great day for the university. Today I remember our late chairperson, Begum Khursheda Bano, who inspired us to have this university a success. Today we are honored to have His Excellency Mr. Alexander Nikolov. We all remember, right after our liberation war, Russia has given us the opportunity of a student to study in Russia. So we have large number of students who went to Russia and came back to Bangladesh and contributed for the country. And today we are also have been honored that we have with us Charge d'Affaires of United States. We all know that our meritorious students all go to United States for studying. So we have good students right now staying in America, and they are contributing in America as well as in Bangladesh. And today I'm also very happy and being honored that we have with us PKSF Chairperson Dr. Kazi Kholiquzzaman, who is renowned economist in Bangladesh, and he worked with us many years together. So today we are very happy that we have all these distinguished persons who had done with us, who are friends of this country, who are also worked with the foundation. We can tell the Millennium University a challenge. It's a challenge, really it's a challenge for the foundation, because when you started this university, when you started our journey, it is our big challenge because we had to compete with the all private university where we had all the sponsors are rich people in this country. So with our small effort, we had started this university. So it was also really challenge, and really we are today happy that we are seeing this day today. This is a really great day for us. And today we are celebrating this program with International Women's Day, because we all know that the half of the population are women. So if we cannot bring women in the development program, then if we cannot bring women in the decision-making process, that the country cannot be developed. As you all know, that more than 2 decades, Khan Foundation has been working for the women in this country, all over the country. Wherever you go in this country, from the Teknaf to Tetulia, you know that Khan Foundation, the Abdul Momen Khan Memorial Foundation, has working for the people in this country. We realize that the work we have been doing for the people of this country, we also need to change the mindset of our people, because sometimes they have very traditional mindset towards women. So we need to change their mindset. So women should also have equal right, equal access to everywhere in the society. Though our constitution has given every right to women, but for the mindset of our traditional people, sometimes it's very difficult for us to enjoy this right. So for this issue, and not only that, you all know that Khan Foundation has been working for the institutionalization of democracy, to strengthen governance in this country, have been working. So if we want to do all this work, we need to change the mindset of young group, because we have large number, you know, our population, the 60% population are young generation. If we cannot change their mindset from their young growth, it's very hard to change at the end of their life. So that's why the foundation, with the dedication, started this institution to set up our students. They are not only the students, they actually, we try to develop as a human being. So that's why in our course curriculum we try to incorporate gender development governance issues. So that's why after their graduation, then they can be a human being, not a man, not a woman, a human being. They can do for the country, they can do everything. But all these things I could have done because of our family, because of late Mr. Momen Khan and Mrs. Khurshida Banu's family, because for their contribution I have done all these things, especially Begum Khurshida Banu, who had given all kind of support to me. That's why today I am here. I can establish this kind of university for the young generation of this country, and the program we have been doing for the people in this country all over the state. So that's why I am very grateful to the family of late Mr. Momen Khan, Mrs. late Khurshida Banu and their family, and also Dr. Abdul Moin Khan. He is a politician, but as a person he is an educationist. That's why he had given all sort of support for this university. But at the same time, it is very important that without Khan Foundation's, my colleagues' support, I could not have done this kind of tours. At the same time, we are very congratulate to our students, because they have selected this university for their education, because this education is going to give them for their whole life. Like when we talk about our Dhaka University, the student of the Millennium University, all their life they will say that they have graduated from the Millennium University. That's why I really am very grateful to the students of the Millennium University who had given this kind of support. So that's why we are here. We are celebrating our university 10th years of academic year, and we are celebrating the International Women's Day. Thank you.
And now we start Award of Excellency. Please welcome to stage Mohammad MD Shohidullah, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Public Administration, 8th batch MBA program. Outstanding result. And now second, Mr. Deepak Kumar Dhali, Company Secretary, Northern Power Generation Company, 10th batch.
To mention few things here, because our MBA students, they are pursuing degree from different part of organizations like government official, deputy secretary, joint secretary, doctors, engineers, and army personnel as well. Some of they are not present here because they are busy with their job, so they sent already their apologies, and few are here. So I am just announcing Mr. Shahidur Rahman Khan, Executive Engineer, PDB. He is getting his award for his outstanding performance. Begum Anwari, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Commerce. She has completed her MBA from Millennium University and gets very outstanding results. Begum Anwari, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Commerce. Ladies and gentlemen, we have national athlete. The lady, her name is Shahriya Sultana. She is a national athlete and achieved 17 gold medals both nationally and internationally. Shahriya Sultana. So, from the Millennium University, we decided to give her a very excellent award from here. Shahriya Sultana, she is a woman national athlete, achieved 17 gold medal women weightlifting. So we have some contributor who already put their very kind effort on souvenir contribution. Mr. Muhammad Khairul Islam, MBA 23rd batch. Mr. Khairul Islam. Next, Mr. Sajjadul Islam, Head of Finance, Panjari Fabricants Limited. Mr. Muhammad Sajjadul Islam, Head of Finance. Fully to print out these souvenirs. Mr. Gautam Chakraborty, Senior Manager, Accounts and Administration, Pacific Pharmaceuticals.
And now, BBA program. Rajiv Nondi, 18 batch, outstanding result. And now Nargis Akhtar, 19 batch. Aisha Akhtar, 24th batch, BBA. Mohammad Kamrul Abedin Bhuiya, BBA Department, 21st batch, outstanding result and contribution for cultural activities. Ahsanul Islam, BBA Department, 24th batch, for outstanding result. Abdul Motale, BBA Department, 17th batch, for outstanding result. Mohammad Iftamir Mahmoud, 12th batch, for outstanding result. Sonia Hossein Eva, BBA Department, 21st batch, for outstanding result. Rumman Chaudhuri, Department of Law, 12th batch, for outstanding result.
Tahmila Akhtar, BA Law Department, 11th batch, for outstanding result. Saddam Hossein Obi, Law Department, 12th batch, for outstanding result. Raksan Jaman Turi.
Raksan Jaman Tuli, Law Department, 60 batch, for outstanding result. Mohammad Shohidul Jaman, Advocate, Mehipur Bar, 1st batch, Law Department, for outstanding result. Firoz Ahmed, Advocate, Dhaka Bar, 1st batch, Department of Law, for outstanding result. And now, Department of Law, 2 years, Muhammad Shahidul Islam, 14 batch for outstanding result. Ratan Chakraborty, 16 batch for outstanding result. Muhammad Abdul Salam Chaudhary, first Vice President UCPL, 11 batch for outstanding result. Department of CSC and ICT, Muhammad Jamal Hussain, 17 batch for outstanding result. Yasmin Arfin, 19 batch, Department of CSC for outstanding result. Chandana Rani, Shahana Parvin, 16 batch, Department of CSC for outstanding result. Muhammad Rashidul Jamal, 11 batch, Department of English for outstanding result. Toyoba Nasrin, 13 batch, Department of English for outstanding result. Especially, now we honor BBA 3rd batch, Najibul Haider, and now he is business cadre. Najibul Haider, business cadre. And Department of English, Masters Jakia Islam, 11 batch for outstanding result. Farhad bin Nasir Ahmed, English Department, 11 batch for outstanding result. Muhammad Shafiqur Rahman, outstanding result. Jasmine Hossain Happy, 15 batch, BBA. Marzana Jannat Mira, BBA 15 batch. BBA 10 batch, Azharul Islam. BBA batch, Mustafa Kamal. MBA first batch, Toyota Shaila Islam.
আমাদের এখানে যারা দর্শক আছেন তারা কি তালিয়া দেন না? উৎসাহিত করার জন্য ছাত্রদেরকে তালি দেওয়া যায় না?
এদিকে এদিকে হ্যাঁ মোস্তফা এদিকে মোস্তফা ভাই सार लगा एदिके
And now let's start the second step. Aulad Hossain Sohail, MBA for outstanding result.
সুন্দরভাবে ডিস্ট্রিবিউশন করার জন্য সকল ভলান্টিয়ার আরম্ভ হতে যাচ্ছে। সবাইকে সাংস্কৃতিক অনুষ্ঠানের মাধ্যমে
আদি বসন্তের জাগ্রত দ্বারে প্রকৃতি সেজেছে নতুন সাজে, আমরা এসেছি নতুন দিগন্তে, সৌন্দর্য ভালোবাসার জাগানিয়া বসন্তে।
ফাগুনেরই মৃদুমন্দ হয় হৃদয় রাঙানো ক্ষণে আমাদের আজকের অনুষ্ঠানের সম্মানিত প্রধান অতিথি, বিশেষ অতিথি, উপস্থিত সুধী এবং ছাত্রছাত্রীদের জানাই একরাশ শিমুল ও কৃষ্ণচূড়া ফুলের শুভেচ্ছা। আমরা সবাই সুন্দর এক পৃথিবীর স্বপ্ন দেখি, যে পৃথিবীতে থাকবে না হানাহানি, রেষারেষি, দ্বন্দ্ব। আমরা এমন এক পৃথিবীর স্বপ্ন দেখি যে পৃথিবীতে প্রতিটি দিন সূর্যের আলো হবে এক একটু সত্য এবং এক একটু সুন্দর। রবি ঠাকুর সেই সুন্দর পৃথিবীর স্বপ্ন দেখতেন।
সুপ্রিয় দর্শক, আমরা আমাদের অনুষ্ঠানটি রবি ঠাকুরের আনন্দলোকে মঙ্গলালোকে গানটি দিয়ে শুরু করতে যাচ্ছি। তবে গানটির সঙ্গে যৌথভাবে একটি নাচও হবে।
সম্মানিত দর্শক, এবার আমরা যৌথভাবে দলীয়ভাবে গানটি দেখব এবং সেই সাথে নৃত্য দেখব। নাচটি পরিচালনা করেছেন নাসরিন আক্তার, বিজনেস স্টাডিজ লেকচারার, বিবিএ ডিপার্টমেন্ট, এবং সঙ্গীত পরিচালনায় ছিলেন উত্তম চক্রবর্তী।
মঙ্গলায়
সম্মানিত দর্শক, এবার আমরা একটা ইন্টারন্যাশনাল সং শুনবো যেটা সারা বিশ্বে অনেক জনপ্রিয়। আমরা করব জয়, আমরা করব জয়, আমরা করব জয় একদিন। আর আমরাই পারি পুরো পৃথিবীকে দেখিয়ে দিতে যে বাঙালিরা পৃথিবীর বুকে শ্রেষ্ঠত্বের আসনে অধিষ্ঠিত। আর আমরা বাঙালিরাই পারি সারা বিশ্বে যে কোনো প্রান্তে বিজয়ের পতাকাকে মোচন করতে, বিজয়ের পতাকা রাখতে। তাই এখন দলীয়ভাবে একটি কোরাস পরিবেশিত হবে উই শ্যাল ওভারকাম, সেই ইন্টারন্যাশনাল সঙ্গীতটি।
We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe that we shall overcome someday. Amra korbo